and welcome back to my studio. My name is Sabine and I'm showing you how to draw realistic animal portraits and nature with pastel pencils. Today I would like to show you how to draw a dog's ear step by step. You see an inside a time-lapse video. It is a part of our upcoming online drawing workshop. 4 days long you can draw this sweet little puppy with only 10 pastel pencils. So if you would like to draw the entire dog, if you would like to learn how to bring animals to life on paper with pastels, I invite you to join. You find a link here above. It is for $0. You can sign up, and also below in the description. I would love to help and support you. And now let's start with today's video. So I start with an ochre color for the underpainting of the lighter areas in the fur on the ear. I am working on that puppy in the free workshop only with 10 colors out of the 24 sets of the Pit pastel pencils from Clairefontaine. And I would like to show you how you can draw a full dog with only 10 colors if you don't have more yet. So here I start with an ochre color, a yellow ochre, and plot in that ochre color as a base layer. Most of the times I start with a mid-tone, and then let's draw another layer with a lighter yellow color, a cream. You can also mix yellow and white and add another layer here. Let's draw the second layer. Draw some thicker strokes for some clumps, and then use a brown and go in with some shadow layers. So here I go in with a brown and add brown strokes between. In the workshop I explain everything in detail, step by step in real time, and also explain different skills you can learn and why I'm doing that, and adding all that in-depth step by step, so in-depth information and step by step, and show you my technique, how I build up here that little dog step by step in many layers. It is also possible, of course, if you never have drawn with pastel pencils before. I show you how that works. I use here paper stamps for blending and creating soft transitions, mixing colors together, remove grid, and then I go in with a black pastel pencil and add the darker fur areas. That dog has here darker fur on the ears and also shadow areas. I plot in with black. Always observe the reference photo. Where do you see the shadow areas? Where do you see lighter areas? And draw what you see. It's very important that you draw the shapes you see, that you draw the values you see. Darks and lights are more important than the different colors you're using. And here I go in with black and fill out the spaces, the gaps with black. And always also following the hair direction. Observe your reference photo, in what direction is the hair growing, and add now finer lines. Build up now more of the fur texture step by step. So here I add the black, and then afterwards, after you are satisfied, then also take again a paper stamp and blend over it. Make these sections smooth. Make sure that the paper color is not showing through. Push the pigment into the paper. That's important, that you also are able then afterwards to draw more layers on top, that your paper is not saturated. Saturating the paper means that you have applied too much pigment and that you are then not able to draw layers anymore, that your papery tooth are full of pigment and your lines start then to smear and smudge. On good high quality pastel paper, I am always recommending the pastel matte paper from Clairefontaine. It is possible to draw a lot of layers without that your lines then and your colors are smearing and mixing together and you have a muddy feeling and everything is smudged. So using high quality paper is also key for your realistic pastel portraits. Here I then add brown tones. I go in with a dark brown and with a middle brown and add these brown hairs. That dog also has brown hairs in the fur. We start now to refine the fur texture with more layers. Drawing realistically is really a lot about layers. Layers are so important that you build that up step by step, one layer at a time, one stroke at a time, and just adding. I also add here in the middle some details. I always correct something during the drawing process. It's all a process. And also remember that nobody's perfect and it is all progress. So you are learning by doing, and progress goes always over perfection. Many artists think they have to be perfect right from the beginning. They want to draw like other artists that have drawn for years, but that's not possible. It needs practice. And be happy with every step you move forward. And if you now think you cannot do that, then I just encourage you to start, because if you don't start, you cannot know how you can achieve that. And I definitely show you that in the workshop, that you can do that, and you will be really proud that you also can draw such a sweet little dog. And then when we have plotted in here the brown tones, I go over with a yellow again, with a yellow ochre, and add more fine hairs then. It's also always very important to use little pressure. Most of the time in my drawings, in my portraits, in my own portraits, and also in the lessons I'm teaching in the Joy of Pastels Club, I always say and repeat that: draw with a very light hand, use very little pressure. That is most important to achieve fine lines, because many of my students ask, how can you draw so fine lines? I don't can draw these teeny tiny little details, these lines. It is not working for me, but it is always either the paper you're using or the pressure. So work with a very light hand is really key, and draw these fine lines. Here I let some fine hairs overlap. You can also rotate the pencil and hardly touch the paper for these final details, these final touches here. Go over with the ochre pencil with a mid-tone layer, I would say. Always also let them overlap and cross and follow the direction. So with building up these layers, you create contrast and you create depth. You can create contrast with lights and darks, and also by overlapping parts. The hairs that are more in front are the nearer hairs, and those that are overlapped by the others more in the background. Of course, they then appear far away, and through these overlapping hairs you create that contrast and that depth in your portrait, that you create that 3D effect. Then I also go in with a flesh color, adding then highlights, so some lighter hairs on top, and add some final touches. And so you see step by step how you build up the first structure on that ear, and how you can refine everything. Let hairs overlap into the background, let hairs cross. Always also let them overlap and follow the hair direction. That's really important. I also take the brown again and add, to increase the contrast, a little bit shadow with the brown between the yellow ochre hairs. And then I also use the black again and add hairs in black. So everywhere where I see on the reference photo that areas should be darker, or where areas should be more black, where black hairs are missing, I go over again and darken down shadow areas, correct edges and so on. Finally, and check if something is missing, or if I would like to correct something and add that with a sharp black pastel pencil then finally. And also with white we can add some more highlights then on top to bring in a little bit shine, glossy shine into the fur, or just areas where the light hits the ear, that we brighten them up with white, or here with a beige red color. Okay, and then that right ear of the little puppy is finished. Okay, I hope you like that inside. I hope you have learned something, had some takeaways. Tell me below in the comments if there are any questions, and if you would like to learn how to draw that sweet little dog, then join my 4 days online drawing workshop September 7th to 10th and draw this little puppy with me together. You find the link here above and below in the description. I would love to see you there. If not, then I see you next time in the next video here on my channel. And don't forget to subscribe, that you get notifications when the next video is on. And then enjoy drawing. Bye!